Hello everyone, welcome to Arena Zone, where we dive deep into the stories that shaped Magic the Gathering. Today we are talking about a true legend, Christopher Rush. If you ever held a Black Lotus or stared at the original Lightning Bolt, you have seen his work. But there's so much more to his story, both in Magic and beyond. From his early days as one of the game's first artists to his lasting legacy, we are covering it all. So grab your favorite deck, hit that like button if you're ready, and let's jump in. Christopher Rush was born on April 6, 1965 in Long Beach, California. From the time he was a kid, he was obsessed with the art. Think fantasy, comics, all that good stuff. That passion took him to the Art Institute of Seattle, where he studied product design. There he got really good with acrylics, pencils, and even some early digital tools. In a 2015 interview, he said he loved the feel of pen on paper, but told new artists to learn digital too. You can tell he was always thinking about the future, even way back in the 80s. Pretty cool, right? Okay, let's fast forward to 1993. Wizard of the Coast was this tiny startup, and they were putting together a new game called Magic the Gathering. They hired Christopher Rush as one of their original 25 artists. His style, bold lines, simple backgrounds, and this awesome comic book vibe that just screamed 90s fantasy. But he didn't just draw cards, he helped create the whole look of Magic. He co-designed the card back with Jesper Meyerforce, made those mana symbols well known: white, blue, black, red, green, and even worked on the logo. That's a huge deal. And then there's his card art with over 100 cards. Black Lotus, that's him, Lightning Bolt, Brainstorm, the Moxes, you name it. His stuff wasn't super polished like today's art, but it had this raw, mysterious energy that sucked you in. I remember staring at my first Black Lotus as a kid, when the first time I saw one, and I just totally lost in it. But what about you? Does that old school art give you chills? Here's the thing. Rush wasn't just an artist at Wizards. He was part of the crew that built Magic from scratch. He helped with some marketing, playtesting, even some early game design. Back then, everyone did a bit of everything, and Rush was all in. He once said his favorite memory was picking cards to paint in Wizards' basement, loving that freedom to go with what inspired him. That's the kind of creative spark that made Magic's early art so unique. By 1999, though, he left Wizards to freelance in the Ozark Mountains. But he couldn't stay away. He came back in 2006 for the Time Spiral set, giving fans that classic Rush vibe they adored. Now this is where it gets fun. Rush's works outside Magic. Did you know he illustrated a Promo Mewtwo card for the Pokémon TCG? Yep, in the 2000s he was the first non-Japanese artist to do it, featured in Nintendo Power. That's huge! He also worked as a gameplay counselor at Nintendo of America while at Wizards. So you know gaming was in his blood. After leaving Wizards, he freelanced concept art for computer games, TV stuff, even tattoo designs and personal projects. We don't have all the details, but that mystery just makes him even cooler, don't you think? Sadly, Christopher Rush passed away on February 10th, 2016, at only 50 years old. It hit the Magic community hard, especially since it was just a day after another artist, Wayne England, passed. Tributes came from everywhere. Mark Rosewater, Ron Foster, fans, all talked about his kindness, humor, and how much fun he was at events like Grand Prix Tokyo in 1997. His daughter, Sierra Rush, keeps his legacy alive, selling prints of his art on Facebook. You can still grab high-quality prints of Black Lotus, All of One, such a cool way to keep his work alive. Collectors and players still can't get enough, and that really shows what a legend he was. So, what's Christopher Rush's lasting impact? For me, it's how he helped define what Magic feels like. His art didn't just look good, it told stories, fired up your imagination, and made the game feel, well, magical. Black Lotus had that raw power Lightning Bolt had that fiery chaos, it pulled you into the world. And it's not just the cards, those mana symbols, the logo, they are still part of Magic today. It's crazy to think one guy could shape so much of what we love about this game. But you, yes, I'd love to hear from you. What's your favorite Christopher Rush card? Drop it in the comments and let's celebrate his legacy together. That's a wrap up on this deep dive into Christopher Rush's incredible career. If you enjoyed this, hit that like button, subscribe for more Magic stories, and ring the bell so you never miss an update. Want to own a piece of MTG history? Check out the Sierra Rush's Facebook page for prints. Link in the description. Now, I wanna hear from you. What's your favorite Christopher Rush card and why? Drop your thoughts in the comments and let's keep the conversation going. Until next time, keep casting, keep collecting, and most of all, keep the magic and the fun alive.